show up, we meet each other, we ask questions, we question our candidates, and we tell them what our communities need. And then we organize around the people we believe will actually fight for our communities. That's why I'm here tonight, and that's why I'm supporting Angie Nixon. And I'm incredibly excited to introduce the woman we all came here to meet and hear from, Florida State Representative and candidate for the United States Senate, Angie Nixon.
Our next senator! Woo!
What's up, Titusville? Brevard County. Shout out to Autumn. Thank you so much for helping to organize this other Autumn. Y'all give it up for Autumn.
That's my best friend, y'all.
Tiffany, the cold side.
Woo!
Make sure y'all don't make this your first and last time. Patronize the small business owner. I am a small business owner as well, so please make sure you come back. Throw your little events here. I heard they had show and tell the other night. Drunk show and tell. Probably was popping. We got to talk offline about some of the things that they showed and tell. So, hi everyone. I am State Representative Angie Nixon. It is such an honor and a privilege to be here with you all tonight. I am a lifelong Floridian, born and raised in Jacksonville, Florida, also known as Duval County. Some of y'all sound like the new coach that said Duval, so I'm going to lead y'all to practice on that a little bit. But I am a wife. I am a mother of 5.
Oh my gosh.
I had to take a little break, a little breather off that one. I'm a mother of 5, and I've had the honor and privilege to be a state lawmaker for the past 6 years. And a lot of folks were wondering why I decided to kick it up a notch and try to go to the United States Senate. Have you seen the state of our country?
Yes.
Have you seen the guy that is in the White House? Have you heard that there are people that are saying they want to make America great again and they want to turn us back to the good old days? The reality of it is that the good old days weren't good enough for all of us. They weren't good enough for workers, which is why they had to have the labor movement, right? They weren't good enough for women, which is why we had to fight for our rights, right? They weren't good enough for black folks, which is again why we had to fight for our rights. They weren't good enough for members of the LGBTQ community, which is one of the reasons why they threw that shoe at Stonewall, right? And so right now, we have people who are in Washington, D.C., like unelected Ashley Moody and Donald Trump, who are only looking out for their campaign dollars and their billionaire friends and family. Donald Trump's net worth has increased over $4 billion since he's been in office. His friends and family's net worth has increased over $500 million since they've been in office. I checked that a few months ago, so I'm sure it has gone up tremendously. And meanwhile, what y'all bank accounts look like? Right? No, seriously. Like, what do your bank accounts look like? I'm hearing people have to tap into their pensions earlier than usual, going into their 401ks. And it shouldn't be this way. We have folks like Ashley Moody, who is now the U.S. Senator, who was rewarded with this seat simply because she allowed $10 million that was supposed to go towards children that were medically needy to be diverted into a fund to defeat 2 citizen-led ballot initiatives back in 2024 that would have gotten us, 21-year-olds access to the recreational marijuana. And it would have allowed women to not have political interference when they wanted to decide what to do with their bodies. And she decided to allow them to divert $10 million that was supposed to go to kids who were sick to be used to defeat an initiative that you placed on the ballot. That is shameful. And then, one of the first things she got in office and voted against was extending the ACA subsidy which has caused it has caused nearly 300,000 people to fall off the road, the ACA, the Affordable Care Act road. It's caused our private insurance to go up, some people's 300%, their premiums. People are dying because they can't afford health care. And it's because Ashley Moody gets campaign donors. Her campaign donors are healthcare companies. And Ashley Moody's net worth has also increased since she's been in office. She's on certain committees that she could potentially have insider stock trading information. Again, it is shameful. It's shameful that I'm talking to constituents like Joanne, who lives in Fernandina Beach, who's 78 years old, and she's still having to work in DoorDash every day because she says she can't afford gas. And then she's DoorDashing with her grandson, who's 5, because her daughter can't afford to send him to a child care facility. And then she has to go to a food pantry once a week because she says she can't afford vegetables. She's worked her entire life and she's still working. And the senior facility that she lives in, the seniors may be on the street at the end of the year because they want to go up to market rate on their apartment. It is, again, shameful. It's shameful that folks like Juan, who's 21 years old, he's still having to stay with his Cuban immigrant grandparents because he's working and he's in school, but since the cost of rent is over 18%, the national average here in the state of Florida, he can't afford to live here. And if you are a homeowner, your property insurance is over 300% of the national average. And they say they can't provide us with things like Medicare for all, which is something that I am fully supportive of. They say they can't provide us with things like universal child care, which again I'm very supportive of. It costs like $800 to $2,400 a month to send a child to an early child care facility here in the state of Florida. They say they can't fully fund our public schools or make sure teachers don't have to live in their car by providing them with a living wage. But they're spending $1 billion on a ballroom. We'll never get to dancing. They're spending $2 billion on a war that we didn't ask for, that is only making defense contractors richer. Oh, they're sending money to a country that does have universal health care, that does have free college, but they're saying that we can't do it here in this country. We can. If we make sure that the billionaires pay what they owe.
Yes.
We can. If we close corporate tax loopholes. Did you know that 88 companies made over $105 billion last year and they paid zero in federal taxes? A woman, when I told her that statistic, she told me she made $55,000 last year and she's on a payment plan with the IRS. That is insane. Insane. And then we have an insane guy in the White House.
Yes.
You got that right.
Who is weaponizing agencies against us.
Yeah.
Returning us back to the worst chapters of our history means paramilitary forces being sent to terrorize our communities, shooting people unarmed in the street, in their head, on camera, without any repercussion. It doesn't have to be this way, y'all. It does not. Can you all imagine if we had firefighters, and teachers, and school bus drivers, and construction workers, if they were the ones deciding our policies. Like, I believe that hardworking, everyday people should determine what our communities look like and what our economies look like.
Yes.
If we had hardworking, everyday people determining our economy and what our communities look like, we would have Medicare for all. We would have universal child care. Teachers would get a minimum of $65,000 a year. Public schools will be fully funded. We wouldn't be spending over $500 million of your taxpayer dollars on an expensive political stunt called Alligator Alcatraz, which only allowed the campaign donors, again, of Ron DeSantis and Donald Trump to get richer with no bid contracts. It wouldn't have to be this way. We can all have nice things. You see, I believe that we all deserve the opportunity to be healthy, to be prosperous, to be safe, to no longer just survive, to thrive, to flourish. But we can't allow these folks in power right now to continually divide us. Division is profitable. It's not about Republicans or Democrats or MPAs or progressives or conservatives or moderates. It's about the folks at the top who are trying to screw us in the middle and at the bottom. And as a matter of fact, it ain't a middle anymore. They've wiped out the working class. They want us to work until we die. They want us to continue to fund their adventures. I mean, ain't Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos taking off over here, going on to the, going into space for like 5 seconds, 2 minutes, whatever it is, like ridiculous.
At 2 o'clock in the morning.
There are veterans living homeless on the street.
Yeah.
And they're getting all these subsidies to do the things that they're doing. I'm tired of giving billionaires a break. I'm ready to give the working class a break. I'm tired of bailing out corporations, big corporations. I'm ready to bail out small business owners like Tiffany, right?
Woo!
Like Kobe. Look, y'all, we can change the trajectory of our country. We can. We can change the trajectory of our country. But we have to push back against what's happening. Silence in this moment is complicity. Mm-hmm. We are literally in another civil rights moment. Whether or not you believe it or not, we are. And everyone is on the menu. If you ain't a billionaire, you on the menu. If you're not an ultra-wealthy millionaire, you're on the menu. Mm-hmm. And the only way we're going to get out of this mess is by working together. It is by organizing harder and stronger and getting louder. And making sure not only do we vote, but we hold those accountable that we vote for. And we demand that they come and talk to us when we want them to. And we demand that they pass a people's agenda and a people's budget, one that benefits hardworking, everyday Floridians and not the billionaire class.
Woo!
And so, I'm excited, y'all, because the polls show that people power has been beating money power each and every day of the week.
Yes!
Even though your girl has been out fundraising, the polls show that I am the strongest Democratic candidate to take on Ashton.
Yes! Woo!
And that's because I'm willing to go meet you where you are. That's because I'm willing to have the uncomfortable conversations with you. Even if it makes me uncomfortable. Even if I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm walking into a place where people really don't like me, I'm still coming.
Yes.
How can I profess to want to be your senator if I don't want to show up?
Uh-huh.
Right? And so I am the only candidate that does not run away from a debate. As a matter of fact, I'm the only one that agreed to several debates, and he ain't did it. Right? And I am the only candidate who is willing to answer the tough questions. I'm the only candidate that's willing to meet you where you are. And I am the only candidate that is willing to actually help build a new vision for our country. One where every family has stability. And every worker has dignity. and every young person has the opportunity to reach the true American dream, y'all. We can do this. But we have to knock on more doors. So I need y'all to sign up to volunteer on your girls' campaign, to make phone calls. As a matter of fact, before you leave, I need you all to text every single person that you know in the state of Florida and call them maybe and let them know we need them to vote for me in this primary. I'm an organizer. Take out your phones. I'm not playing. Take them out right now. Text everyone you know. Tell them to call me, like literally everyone in the state of Florida. I need y'all to do this. Because this is a low turnout primary and we can win if we turn our people out. I also need you, so I need your time, volunteering, calling, knocking on doors, sending text messages. I need your talent, whatever you're good at. Some people can sing, come sing at a fundraiser, come sing at an event, right? Play an instrument. I also need your treasure. Shout out to everybody that's donated to the campaign so far.
Woo!
But I see some of these purses. I see some of these shoes. I saw some of these cars. Some of y'all look like y'all got deep pockets. So no, would love it if you all could donate to the campaign. Every little bit helps. There's someone that literally donated 33 cents to me, and that means the world to me. And so we need your time, your talent, and your treasure. But I believe y'all, and I know that we can win. And so I am here humbly asking for your support. I am Angie Nixon. Follow me on social media, Angie for FL. Go to my website, angienixon.com. I'm going to take a brief pause for the calls to come back to answer your question. But I do have an interview. But I will be back. Don't leave. Because I want to talk to all of y'all. And low-hanging fruit, I want everybody to take a picture of me and put it on your social media.
Woo!
So we can let people know that I am in this race. But go tip the bartender. Go
Yes.
I'll be back in like 8:15. So also meet your neighbors. We have gotten out of that. And like, there's a guy in the White House again that's trying to terrorize our communities. He's going to implement, like, he's putting paramilitary forces in the form of ICE all throughout our communities. You all need to know your neighbors. Because some of you all may need to hide your neighbors. You just never know right now. And so I want you all to talk to 2-3 new people that you don't know. And when I come back, I'm going to ask you what you learned about them. As you ask me questions. Now, I ain't going to do that. But I would love for you all to talk to each other. But again, I'm Angie Nixon, and I am coming right back.